A few weeks ago, I released a 2-hour editing challenge. I named it, quite unfortunately. I didn't know there was a rather horrific meme with the name that I used, but now, well, that kind of made it a little bit funnier. It was a challenge to try and create a fun, tense, movie-style trailer just using stock footage and just giving yourself about 2 hours worth of editing time. Really fun little challenge just to get those creative juices flowing and sort of force you to think quickly, make decisions instinctively rather than really overthinking them. Now, I made an example and I wasn't sure if I was going to get any other submissions, and I did. I got 11 of them, which is awesome. Thanks all ever so much that entered the little challenge. It was fun watching all of your videos and seeing what's what, so I figured I'd just go through them all and give you a look. If you want to go watch the full versions, they're down in the description, so go give them a click, show them some love, and let them know what you think. Now, 2 hours isn't a lot of time to edit something like this, to find your footage, to lay it all down, and to get it looking super pristine and lovely. So obviously I'm not going to be really mean and pick things apart, because mine could be picked apart quite easily as well. So it's just a bit of fun, and we're just going to have a look and see what you guys could come up with. And we're going to start off with After the Rain by Ed at Motion Resolved. So let's give this one a look, shall we? Ominous opening. Like it. Rain. Makes sense. After the rain. Nice text effect. I love a glitch. If you know me, I like a glitch. I'm a sucker for a glitch. That footage there, you could have just white balanced that a little bit. Maybe get some of the yellow out of it to just match the other footage. Only a small tweak. Cabin in the woods, always scary. Jump cuts, like those little jump cuts. Rather than having the footage really natural and flowy and nice, you've just cut sections out and it just gives it a little bit of tension. I did a very similar thing in my one. It's a nice, quick, easy technique to make things look more sporadic and jumpy. Same again. And there to the beat of the music. Cool, like it. Cut to black. Ooh. Nice, nice ending. Yeah, you just get just enough, just that little hint of the baddie, of the antagonist of this movie, whatever it may be. And it's just enough to get you in, so you know something's there, but not quite enough to give it away. I was probably a little bit generous with the shots of my goatsy in mine. That was really nice. Just a little. Next up, Never Alone by Dabbler Gaming. White, black, red. You've got me already. My favourite, like, colour combos. Maybe that was his plan. Maybe he's cheating. Trying to get on my good books. Was that sound design? Or was that included on the clips? Nice sound design if you added that. Felt natural. Same again, footsteps, just a little bit underfoot. Nice. You're never alone. Creepy dolls. Nice. I like the eyes. Like the little eyes on the title screen. That's cool. And also again, sound design here. Really nice and quiet with just a little bit of something. Just a little bit of something. Nice. Good work, dude. Next up, we've got Nothing As It Seems by KehoticAngel. Now it says random but spooky. This one's a little bit longer, so I will skip through a few bits of this for this video. 2 minutes 15 to try and edit something in just 2 hours. 2 minutes 15, a little bit long, just because you're giving yourself so much work to do, to be honest, to make something that feels punchy and has some coherence to it. But let's have a look. Like the use of the, I think it's the film damage overlay, that one, isn't it? So you've got that sort of sepia tone to it, so it looks a little bit older. And then you've got the scratch and the dirt. I like that forwards and back footage, just reversing it. You don't know whether you're coming or going. I feel like I've heard that sound effect before. Nice little double sort of, it's not quite a double exposure, but it's sort of an overlay blend of the two shots. Nice. And the breathing. Nice bit of sound design just to add something. Nice little overlay with the clown. I like that. It was unexpected. Sound effect to jump it in. Looks quite cool. A little bit of additional camera shake may have really sort of sold it, make it a little bit more jarring. But yeah, I like it. It's quite sporadic. It's quite random, as you said in the description, but it's got some cool effects. I would have definitely tried to just sort of trim it down, condense it. You can still go for that trippy, you don't quite know what's going on sort of feel, but just a little bit quicker, a little bit snappier, maybe got it down to about a minute or so, would have worked really well. Next up, we've got Pray by AJM Create. 40 seconds, so let's give this one a look. Nice bit of thunder and lightning to get us going. Cut in, a little bit of black, open to the next scene. Nice little transition between the locations, that sort of thing. Nicely cut to the music as well when you've got the big hard dong and it just cuts away. Very, again, Inception-y. That started the bong. Ooh, did you add those? Yeah, you added the little light rays coming in from the top. Nice little touch. I assume you added those. I think you did. I think you did. Nice little touch. Nice. Really like the way that ends. Just that long shot, and there's expectation, there's anticipation as you're waiting for something. You know something's coming because you can feel the music building, and then it just cuts just before you've got any real sign of what's going on. So you know you've got people in the situation, you know there's something there, but that's what you've got. Like it indeed. The Raven by someone whose name I cannot pronounce. Ryely Brangwyn. Anyway, it's called The Raven. Nice little title, that. Simple, but works. Some cool opening shots here. You're always going to struggle with this because obviously we're using stock footage. The opening shots obviously have a really nice, cold, snowy landscape, and then this looks a little bit more tropical. It's stock footage. You can't really be too picky, can you? Still works. It's just mentioning. 2 men. 1 cup. Sorry. Sound design? Or was that included? That sounded like sound design. Correlating with the text. Nice, like it. And then the music's died down. We've got this heartbeat to add a bit of tension with what looks like to be the antagonist. Nice. Are we still going? So what I may be inclined to do is just to end on that gunshot. End on the gunshot, bring up a title screen, because then you don't know what's happened. We've been told it's the last of its kind. We've heard a gunshot. We don't need to know whether it survived or not, and that's why we would go watch the movie. We know there's the 2 guys. They're on a mission to save this last remaining bird. We know there's another 3rd person. We don't know what that sort of goal is, that mission is, but we could guess they're probably after the bird. We hear a gunshot. It ends. We don't know what's happened. That's how I would end it. I think that'd be a really cool, ominous, intriguing ending. Alone in Space by Hurst Media, also known as Swag. 1 minute 36. Now, Swag did message me, mentioned about this art grid. It's got the watermark on there. It's not a big deal. You can still go ahead, download the footage, have a play with it from Artgrid, even if it's got the watermark on it, because you're still doing the same thing. It doesn't make any difference for this sort of thing. You can still practice, you can still have a play, learn the techniques, and it's a good experience whether it's got a watermark on it or not. Nice font, works well. Experiments taken too far. Nice sound design again, just that little military sort of chatter. I like it. That works. That shot there where you've got the smoke coming out of the rocket, fills the screen, and the music sort of dies down at the same time. And then we hop into the slightly more action-y, up-tempo. That's another really cool shot there. I like the way that, again, the music's, and then you've got that ping, and it's a bit quieter, a little bit more mellow, and it goes to the quietness of space. Nice. Bit of mirroring going on. Maybe there's two Earths and they're having a fight, and that's where the aliens are coming from. That looks cool. And you've graded the one side like an evil version of the Earth. Nice ink drop, dude. Same with the eye. Nice. Good stuff. Like it. Next, Into the Great Wide Open by PugTom. Now, Pug's messaged me about this. I've spoken to Tom about this. He was just having a bit of fun. This one is a very different approach. Immediately, we know this is something a little bit different, just because of the music. Also going for the film effect, bit of sepia, bit of film damage going on. Bit of a change. Happy people on a boat, on a yacht, having fun, funky music. Now we got a shark. Same shot we saw in one of the earlier ones. Nice. (1973). So yeah, it's definitely got a campy B-movie 1970s style feel to it, which I like. I think you achieved what you were going for. It's not necessarily the approach I'd take, but I like it. I like you thinking outside the box, dude. It's cool. Next up, The Forest of No Return by Post-Color Gear. Post-Color Gear, by the way, got a really good DaVinci Resolve channel, started doing some more tutorials and that sort of thing, so maybe check him out again. Linked down in the description, worth a look. Let's give this one a look. 57 seconds, again, nice. Under a minute, I think works really well. Cool shot. Sound design, nice. Ooh, I think this is the same hunt that we had in the previous one. Footsteps. I like that sound design going on there. Nice consistency. I don't know if these are all from the same shoot or whatever on ArtGrid or wherever you got them from, but there's a consistency in sort of the tone and the look of the clips. Ah. See, I think he fell into the same trap as the Raven. Ending on that gunshot is a really cool way to do it. It may be a little bit cliche, I suppose, but I think it would work well. We've got the hunter, we've got the people walking around the forest, we don't know what's going on, we hear a gunshot, and that's it. And then we know, well, there's a bit of intrigue, we know something's going on, he just shot a bird while he was there. Maybe it was the Raven. Maybe he did get the Raven after all. It's still intriguing because you don't quite know what's going on with him, but yeah, I think that may have worked slightly better if you just cut on the title screen, Forest of No Return, and it implies whoever goes to the forest, they get shot by this dude, they don't come back. Ah. So yeah, there you go. Cool though, I like it. Right, up next we've got Amexx Media, stock footage. I'm gonna read the English bit. Let's have a look. How long is this? 1:37. Let's give it a play. Unfortunately, I cannot read the subtitle. Like that text, like the little blurry blend in, cross dissolve, and it looks like it's moving as well. Nice bit of animation on that. Nice music. Again, you're going for something tonally a little bit different to some of the others, but nice footage, nice music. There's a bit of sound design there, I assume, unless it was included within the clips itself, but of the train you can hear the footsteps, and then the titles are really nice as well. Again, Everything works really well together. I guess by the looks of these are all from the same sort of collection of footage, so everything does flow really well. Everything has the same tone and look to it, color grading wise. Nice little spin on the end. I had my goatee, you've got a rabbit man. Nice. And I recognise that neon effect. Looks very similar. I actually think that works better as a TV opening, like a TV credits to a TV series rather than necessarily a film trailer, if that's what you're going for. But for that, I think it works well. Nicely done. Next up, we've got The Watcher by John McGerr. McGerr? Sorry, butchering people's names here. So let's give this one a look. Bang on, 1 minute. Proper horror vibe, proper like 1980s, 1990s horror vibe with that. The Shining style music. And again, you got what, 3 overlays going on here. So we've got the lady's face, we've got sort of a church, and then we've got a dog running about. Again, bit of sound design, the barking. Nice bit of sound design there. Maybe a little graphic, like it. I would maybe have lowered the levels of it just a smidge, but yeah, it sounds cool. What I may have done, I've noticed as well with the eyes, with that overlay, it cuts a little bit. Obviously, you've only got, I don't know, 10 seconds worth of footage. Again, this is probably using stock footage. But what I may have done, rather than just have it cut, if you'd have taken the footage, put it next to it on the timeline, and then reversed it, then you could just layer that, and there wouldn't be any noticeable cuts. It'd just play forwards and then backwards and then forwards, and you wouldn't notice any jumps. Might have been a way around it. I don't know how that footage would have looked played in reverse, but it might have been worth a try. Yeah, again, very traditional sort of horror feeling to it. Not that that's good or bad. It just has a more traditional horror feeling to it. So that's cool. Nice work. Thanks, John. And lastly, now I've already watched this one. This is my favourite one. All the others, none of the others were in order. But this one, I did save my favourite till last. This is called The Cult of Arius. I can't pronounce these things. It's by GRAPHIX. And let's hit play and have a look. Cool title screen straight away. So you've got a bit of a green tone to the footage with red. Really nice and contrasty. Really pops. Looks good. Again, cut well to the music, just a bonk as it fades to black. There's a good heartbeat in the background as well. Really nice way of just increasing the tension by having an increasing heart rate. Cool shot there as well. As he looks up, you've got the bonk, the thud of the music. I think that was played in reverse. That shot though, it looks cool, works really well. I would have maybe, that jumps out a little bit because everything else is really consistently graded. It's all got that weathered, ye olde, faded, low contrasty look, and that one just pops with a little bit more than the rest. I'm probably being a little bit unfair on you for saying that, but it's just because everything else was so consistent, it jumps out a little bit. Yeah, like it. Nice little fast cuts at the end. Again, going to the music. Cool bit of sound design at the end. When again, you've got that ominous, deep voice just to really set the tone of what this is. So cool. Yeah, I think that was my favourite out the bunch. Just like the tone, like the feel, like the consistency throughout the music. It just sort of works. And 50 seconds, really nice, condensed little trailer. Awesome. Some really good work in there. And again, 2 hours. Not very long at all to find your footage, throw it all together, edit it, and see what you can come up with. So this was just a challenge. It wasn't necessarily a competition. So if you didn't try it, but you liked some of those, maybe give it a go. Let me know so I can come and have a look. I can always give you some feedback or give you my thoughts or opinions or whatever as well. And that's it. This has been fun, reacting to some cool movie trailers. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll do more of this sort of thing in the future because it's kind of fun. Kind of cool seeing what you guys are all very capable of. So if you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Any thoughts or feedback, slap them down into the comment section below. And if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to go watch The Cult of Arius now. I don't know how you pronounce that. So take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. See ya.